They say pure silence can drive you mad. But what if silence itself became the weapon, echoing a torment no living soul could withstand? In the bleakest corner of the Nevada desert, 1980, the military operated Operation Hush, a classified slaughterhouse. Not for livestock, but for secrets, for people they deemed problematic assets. The chilling part? The screams, they never truly ended, even when the silence returned, thick and suffocating. This facility wasn't just about execution, it was about absolute erasure. They believed they'd found the ultimate tool, an artifact, a resonant frequency generator salvaged from a deep-sea trench, dating back millennia, rumored to be alien tech. Early tests showed it could molecularly purify matter, leaving nothing but an unnerving void. They thought it was a clean slate, a perfect way to dispose of the unwanted, leaving no trace, no whisper. The first human application began with a low, almost imperceptible hum, like a forgotten chord struck in the deepest ocean. Then, it shifted. Not purification, but a command. The assets, strapped into their sterile pens, began to stir, not in pain, but in a horrific trance. One man's eyes glazed over, then his hands flew to his ears, not to cover them, but to claw, to dig. Blood bloomed as he tore at his eardrums, desperate to silence an internal shriek only he could hear. The hum intensified, a parasitic soundwave seeping through concrete, through flesh. The soldiers, initially observing from behind reinforced glass, began to twitch. Within minutes, the sterile slaughterhouse transformed into a charnel house. Men and women, military and civilian, were consumed by an unseen conductor. They gouged out their own eyes, tore through their vocal cords, bit off their own fingers, their faces contorted in expressions of agonized compulsion. Every snap of bone, every wet tear of muscle, was a note in this horrific symphony of self-destruction. It wasn't alien tech. The final, brutal truth, whispered by the sole surviving comms tech before he too succumbed to the silent command, the artifact wasn't a generator of silence, but a physical manifestation. It was the perfectly compressed, crystallized agony of countless forgotten human consciousnesses, solidified into a resonant mass. And the soundwave? It wasn't a signal from an external source, but the amplified, collective psychic scream of those souls it had absorbed, now broadcasting their torment, forcing the living to experience the exact, visceral horror of being slowly, deliberately, silently erased from existence, one horrifying self-inflicted wound at a time.